Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Still bringing you guys the new Porygon Z team that we debuted in yesterday's episode. If you have not seen that, definitely check it out. There are a couple of changes that I was planning on making, didn't have time to make them last night. I'll probably make the adjustments after today. The Now Ego actually was really important in yesterday's game, but I do have a modest one that I have to EV, so I think I might be using that one instead, since for this one, I just kind of threw a scarf on the previous Now Ego that I had on the last team. And as a result, it is timid nature, so you actually, it's a very small roll to potentially knock out Garchomp with HPI, so it's, not very good against Scarf Chomps, because you can't even guarantee a knockout. And it's also, it has Protect. I saw a bunch of people comment on that, Protect on Choice Mon sometimes makes some sense. My brother actually won Worlds in 2013 with Choice Band Escavalier with Protect, and he actually won a set because he was able to bluff, he wasn't banded, and then his opponent didn't expect the damage output later on in the game. Now Ego could probably have a useful fourth attack, but I was also thinking of using Scarf Lele and Light Clay Ninetales, and maybe even Clef. We're going to play against another Whimsicott team, though, which is so scary. I feel like every time I go against these teams, I lose, so this is going to be an interesting one. But yeah, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. Would really appreciate it. Go check out the last episode if you have not already as well. My opponent here is running a team of Whimsicott, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu, and Metagross. So triple Tapu plus the Whimsicott means that it can take advantage of the... I believe it's the normal Z move, and then it copies basically whatever terrain is up. So one thing I could do is kind of control the terrain because I do have Tapu Koko. I'm not sure how much that really helps. Scarf Now Ego actually might be really good here because of its ability to just Sludge Bomb. The only concern is if my opponent goes with Metagross and the Whimsicott. I could just lead Smeargle and Fake Out and get my boost up immediately. But honestly, I feel like my opponent's not going to expect the Scarf on Now Ego, so I could just Sludge Bomb to try to knock out the Koko. So I might go Now Ego with Porygon. I don't want my own Koko because I do want to control the terrain war here. And the last one, I think Gyarados might be best for Intimidate support. Smeargle for Fake Out's not bad. Maybe I'll go Smeargle. Actually, I like Smeargle a little bit more because if Porygon Z gets set up, it knocks out everything with Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. And Smeargle has Redirection with Follow Me as well, so we're going to get into this game. These matchups are always tricky. Like I said, I have definitely... My win-loss record against Whimsicott teams is definitely not very good. I've lost a fair amount, and, I mean, this exact team comp I've definitely seen before as well. I think it might have won a Japanese tournament. I don't remember exactly, but either way, I mean, Triple Tapu is really interesting. So I'm going to go with Scarf Now, go in Porygon Z. Hopefully the Scarf can catch my opponent off guard. So my opponent's going to go with Koko and Metagross. Ooh, that's really... This is nice if he doesn't have Bullet Punch, but he probably does. Which is bad. I really want to just Sludge Bomb Z move, but if he has Bullet Punch, he'll just Bullet Punch Now Ego and knock out Porygon Z potentially. I think the better play might be to protect Porygon Z and switch out into my Smeargle to Fake Out. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. As much as I would love, because let's say he didn't have Bullet Punch or he didn't go for it, then I would just probably win the game immediately. But if he did have it and just Bullet Punch Thunderbolt, I would probably lose both Pokemon and lose the game immediately. So not a risk I'm willing to take. He could have doubled up into the Now Ego slot though. He doesn't have Bullet Punch. But he does Thunderbolt into... What?! No freaking way. Are you serious? Okay. Wow. You know, I was talking about best of one memes, but that is, my opponent just out-memed me. I have never seen Rock Polish Metagross before, but that's going to put in some work right now. Okay, I'm going to go for the Fake Out onto Koko and the... He probably doubles up onto me here. I could Follow Me, I suppose. I'm going to Fake Out Koko and Z conversion. Unbelievable. Wow. Props to my opponent. So the bullet, I was expecting him to just Bullet Punch Now Ego and Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna get the Fake Out off here, but his Metagross is gonna move first. Yeah, he's gonna Meteor Mash me. And I can survive that, yeah. Okay, no attack increase, and get the conversion up. Gosh darn, man. That's something else. That is definitely something else. Okay. So, surviving Meteor Mash was good. I'm just so angry. I literally could have Sludge Bomb and Z conversion, but, like, I couldn't risk the Bullet Punch, because most Metagrosses carry that. Okay, so Moody here. Ooh, evasion increase. That actually could be huge, because I'm definitely going to follow me now. The question is, does he discharge? Does he have discharge? I think I'm just going to follow me Thunderbolt, because if I knock out Metagross, Scarf now, Eagle can come back in and just Sludge Bomb away. Okay, he protects. He could be Earthquaking. Oh, gosh. I think he outspeeds me still. Because he's at +2, I'm only at +1. Oh, nice. Okay, no, I am faster. So, Metagross is probably pretty bulky. Is it Assault? Okay, well, I knock it out. Woo! Okay, that's good. Moody boosts here aren't going to matter too much. You actually can't put grounded Pokemon to sleep with Spore when Electric Terrain's up, so I'm solely using it for Follow Me. But that worked out pretty perfectly, actually. Knocking out Metagross was huge. I didn't even lose my potential Sash. He brings out Whimsicott, which is fine by me. Okay. So Whimsicott could obviously Tailwind. You could also just Nature's Power me. I'm gonna follow me here for sure, I think. I think I want to prioritize knocking out Whimsicott here. I could just Ice Beam. But he could Tailwind and if he has Discharge. Would Discharge knock me out? Does Thunderbolt knock out his Coco as well? I'm not sure. I think I'll follow me an Ice Beam here, yeah. My opponent just forfeits. Okay. I don't think he should have forfeited. Like, that was not an unwinnable position by any means. But obviously, you know, the Rock Polish setup didn't go as well as expected, and then Porygon Z just knocked out Metagross. Wow, that was full of surprises there. Rock Polish Metagross, man, that's crazy. But yeah, you'd imagine if I just Sludge Bomb turn 1 and Z conversion, I would have been in a pretty good spot as well. But key in that game was just outspeeding. Oops, didn't mean to say there. But the key point was that I was able to outspeed the Coco. Outspeed the Metagross once I got the conversion up, which I wasn't too sure about. One thing I wanted to do was make this Porygon Z more bulky, because you don't really need all that extra speed, but I guess if there was any game where, like, being timid max speed comes in handy, it was literally that one. So we're going to find Luca from Italy for our next opponent of the day, running a more bulky team than the previous one that he played. This one kind of matches a lot of teams we've seen recently. It's got the Tapu Lele, the Arcanine, the Ninetales, not that Buzzwole, that's not Buzzwole, Mandibuzz, the Muck, and the... Why am I blanking on all the Pokemon? Milotic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, you know, I said I wanted to get rid of Kartana, but, like, Kartana's actually, like, really good here to bring, so maybe I'll just go with it. I actually really like Kartana as a lead here. Wow, Kartana, me now, Ego. Guys, I am sorry, I'm mixing up all my Pokemon today. Yeah, anytime you see a Tapu Lele that's, like, insta don't bring Hariyama, not even, like, even leading Smeargle here is not that great, because you can just attack me. I think I'm gonna go with Now You Go and Coco. Yeah, I'm gonna have Porygon Z in the back, because Porygon Z, if it sets up here, is still really good, and I think I'm actually gonna still bring Smeargle solely for Follow Me support. Gyarados is, like, okay here. His offense isn't that great. I like Smeargle a little bit more. Yeah. Now, the one thing is, all these 4 Pokemon are really frail. Like, most of them can only take 2 hits at most. Unlike my opponent's team, you know, which is the team comp that I was kind of familiar using with in terms of the Arcanine, the Muck, and the Ninetales. And with, like, Arcanine and Muck and the Milotic and even the Mandibuzz, like, a lot of those are Pokemon that can often survive on the field for a longer period of time. So, yeah, let's see. I'm still kind of surprised that last opponent just forfeited. I mean, we were in a really good position, but it wasn't over by any means. One thing I didn't know is whether Whimsicott has Sash or not. Most of those Whimsicotts typically carry the Z move, though. So if that were the case, I mean, he could have Tailwinded. That could have maybe brought things back a little bit. But I guess I did have Follow Me support. Stalling out Tailwind would have been kind of tricky, but let's get into this game. So I'm going to go with Coco and Now You Go here. We're going to see Mandibuzz and Milotic, which is, I would say, pretty perfect here. Yeah, this is definitely a lead that I like a ton. Because, I mean, obviously Coco just exerts so much pressure right now. And nothing on the team can switch into a Thunderbolt. Nothing. Would I want to lock myself in a Sludge Bomb or Power Gem? I don't think Power Gem knocks out Mandibuzz, so I think the safest play is just the Thunderbolt Mandibuzz. And go for an attack onto my Milotic, like a Sludge Bomb. Because I need to deny Tailwind. Actually, maybe I'll double into Mandibuzz. He could Protect, but in case he has Sash, like, I would lose this if Tailwind goes up. And it's fine if my Milotic attacks because it won't do too much to me. I'll Sludge Bomb. Yeah, so I'm going to double up. I do have Discharge. Actually, maybe I should have gone for Discharge, yeah. Let's see. We'll see if Mandibuzz protects here, whether anything switches out. No Protect, okay. So he stays in with both. Actually, Power Gem would have been probably better, as I reveal that I'm Scarfed here too. But I knock out Mandibuzz, which means that Trick Room can't go up any longer, which is good. But he stays in with both. I've revealed that I'm Scarfed. Oh, Milotic just recovers. Perfect. So expecting me to target into Milotic, but I know the reason why I didn't target that down is because, like, he can probably just go for, I mean, at that point, he would probably just go for a Scald. And Tapu Lele comes in. I'm going to guess this is Scarf Lele. If that's the case, that's pretty good for me because I can just Sludge Bomb immediately into that slot. I think that should knock out Lele. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt. And I think I'm actually going to switch out here into Smeargle because I want to get Electric Terrain back up in this game. I could Thunderbolt. Once again, if Lele is not Scarfed, I mean, he protects here. My Milotic just Scalds into an Ego. That doesn't do very much. So, yeah, I've been using all these, like, best of one Scarf Mons, like Garchomp on the last one, now you go on this one, but, like, it's mainly to use to counter other, like, Scarf Mons, and Scarf on Lele has actually become such a common item. Like, it wasn't very common in the beginning, but now it's, like, really picking up in popularity due to the abundance of other Scarf Mons, and just so you can outspeed stuff that you normally wouldn't outspeed, because Lele's speed tier is not amazing. But, yeah, that Turbo Bomb played out absolutely perfectly. This next turn, yeah, that's why I did want to lock myself into Sludge Bomb. So Coco's going to switch out. He might not know I'm Scarfed. It might just think I'm like a super slow Coco that's like bulky AV, but obviously I am Scarfed. So my Milotic protects even better, yeah. This has been really good. And there's a Sludge Bomb. So I don't know whether he's Scarfed or not yet. And that just picks up the knockout. Perfect. So now Ego's also going to get a Beast Boost here, and that's 2 knockouts in 2 turns. Yeah, now Ego is really good against my opponent's team comp. Let's see what Moody gets me here. Special Defense. That's actually pretty good for Redirection, too. I don't want to fake it, obviously, because Psychic Terrain is up currently. I'm just sad. I haven't used Porygon Z yet. Like, I really, you know, this team was designed to set up with Porygon Z. Haven't been able to get that up so far, but that's fine. Now I'm just going to Sludge Bomb, Milotic, and I'll Spore the Muck. And, of course, I can put things to sleep now because Electric Terrain's not up anymore. So yeah, I ideally would just try to get a free switch into the Porygon Z to set up. I guess I could have gone for a Follow Me this turn, but I'd rather Spore. Smeargle should be faster than Muck because I am max speed, just so you can outspeed random stuff and Spore them. And Mucks typically are very bulky. You go like near max HP and attack. Sometimes you take attack EVs out for the defenses, but no Protects coming out here. So just going to get the Sludge Bomb off at +1. You can see my Milotic still takes that really well. It's not even Assault Vested. I did get the Poison, which is a little bit nice. And Smeargle here is going to get the Spore off against the Muck, so that's going to put that to sleep. And at this point, yeah, I mean, with Coco and the Porygon Z in the back, like, pretty easy game to close out here. As now we go, we'll take a little bit of damage there from the Scald. And that's why I was fine attacking around my Milotic, because my Milotic is not a threat to my team at all, offensively. Let's see if it has a berry here. Looks like it is a Citrus Berry, so I'm going to proc that. That's fine. And Moody here, that's not really going to matter too much. Evasion, actually, that's the one thing that could actually like really help me. So with the Special Defense increase, yeah, I'm just going to switch out into Porygon Z right now. I don't really want to bother Sludge Bombing, because then I can just Follow Me. I would like to get a Porygon Z setup. I mean, I've got this game in the bag anyway, I think. And this is, I didn't make the best play. Like, I'm trying to set up Porygon, but I guess this is a way you can throw a game, so you should always, like, make sure you have the 100% win con. But the thing is, like, even if he gets a turn 1 wake up, and he double connects on Smeargle, Porygon Z comes in for free, then Coco comes back in for free, and I just Thunderbolt into Milotic and Z conversion. Muck can only target one of my 2 Pokemon, regardless of whom it targets. I'm guaranteed the conversion up, and once that's up, then Thunderbolt just knocks out the Muck under Electric Terrain. So, kind of thought about this. I think Coco would have been probably a little bit better to bring in here, but if he doesn't get a 1-turn wake up or he misses any attacks due to the evasion, he actually protects Milotic. That's, yeah, pretty much an insta win now. Because all I have to do... I mean, I think I had the game locked up, honestly, after I went up 4-2 without taking any damage. But, yeah, like I said, I did want to get Porygon Z up here. I didn't actually even need the setup. Leading Porygon actually wouldn't have been too bad either. However, the question is, you know, who do you pair that up with? Because if you lead Smeargle or Hariyama next to Porygon, my opponent can instantly switch into Tapu Lele turn 1 and go for a Tailwind immediately. The way I lose this game really against my opponent is if Tailwind goes up, because now Ego is a really good Pokemon to have here. So I'm just going to conversion with Porygon and follow me. And hopefully we can get this off. There's nothing my opponent can really do with either of these Pokemon. Milotic and Muck are both pretty defensive mons, as you've seen. So the crazy thing is, if Porygon gets set up and the Electric Terrain is up, Thunderbolt like one-shots Muck. And I actually learned that the hard way when I was playing in the Melbourne Challenge, which was of course that online grassroots tournament where I went up against a Porygon Z team. That's kind of where I got some of the inspiration for this team from. And I was like, oh, you know, I should be able to survive this, and then it just like knocked me out instantly because of the same type attack bonus from turning into Electric type, the special attack increase, and Smeargle actually avoids it. Muck does wake up. Let's see if it gets the Poison Jab off here. Not making things any easier for my opponent, as I actually just dodge all the attacks there. Which is why I do have Moody. Like, I never need to rely on it with this team, but there are very few boosts, if any, like can go against me, because I'm not using an attack like Dark Void, so I don't have to worry about accuracy nearly as much. This Smeargle is mainly meant for Fake Out and Follow Me. Do have Taunt potentially to stop Tailwinds, which I actually maybe could have considered, and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt into Muck here and switch out into Coco. Crit Scald won't knock my Porygon Z out anyway. I guess I could have played this safer by going for a Follow Me with Smeargle and a Thunderbolt onto Milotic, because that doesn't have the chance of critting, I guess. But even a Crit Scald burn doesn't knock Porygon Z out. So, I don't think there's anything my opponent can really do. And yep. So, glad I got the Porygon Z in this game. That's going to be Thunderbolt. That's going to target down Muck, and that is going to pick up the one-hit KO after the conversion and the Electric Terrain. Milotic's going to recover perfectly fine. Now I've got both my electric types out against this Milotic. Either Thunderbolt will knock it out. So, yeah, this game was really won off the fact that, you know, I had a really good lead matchup. And now you go, once again, its special defense stats, not something you can really laugh at. Like, it actually takes attacks pretty darn well. Super impressive. So, yep, just going to Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt here. And that'll close up the game. Yeah, really good lead matchup, and even though it was like, oh, I just doubled up into Mandibuzz, like, maybe he did have Sash, and if Tailwind went up, that could have been really bad, and Milotic didn't even go for an offensive attack the first turn, so that worked out perfectly. I'm gonna guess it was Scarf Lele in the back. That would only make sense, but since I knew I was Scarf now, Ego, I didn't even have to worry about Lele being Scarfed. So, yep, now I can just double up into Milotic and pretty much close this one out. Maybe we have time for a third game. Still really surprised by my opponent in the first one, just forfeiting immediately. But, yep, Porygon Z is going to get another knockout. Going to pick up 2 knockouts for this game. So, closing out the game here for me quite nicely. And that's why it's nice to have Porygon Z in the back, too, because you can kind of put yourself into positions where you can get a late game sweep. You know, Smeargle plus Porygon Z, you still have some support in the back. I typically like to lead, or I would like to lead Smeargle and Porygon Z and Hariyama with Porygon Z, but the last 2 games, like, our opponent's teams haven't had the best comps to go up against, which is why I didn't. But yeah, pretty happy about this. I mean, haven't lost a game with this version of the team yet, which is surprising because I think there are definitely some pretty big holes. And I'm sure we'll run into some, you know, bad team matchups soon. But yeah, both games playing out really, really well. Porygon Z actually managing to get the setup in both ones. I'm pretty happy about that. And we're slowly climbing through the 1800s, which is pretty cool as well. So I'm going to have time for a third game today since our first opponent just decided to forfeit pretty quickly. We're actually going to run into James Baek. Okay, cool. So we played James the other day. For those of you that don't know James, wow, that's a really cool team. Yeah, James is a top player from New York. I used to compete against him all the time. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's probably recording this on his end, so you can check it out in the description below. I lost to James last time I played him, so I'd like a win here, and I think Porygon Z is actually really good. I just have no idea what the Drifblim on his team does, so I'm really worried about that. That's like the one concern. I think I might be faster with Smeargle, but I'm really not sure. Gyarados is okay against Chomp, Arcanine, and Muck, but I don't know how offensive he is. Yeah, Hariyama's not that great here. Hari I mainly have actually to counter Cortana a little bit better. But what do I want to lead with here? I think he's going to lead Drifblim, so I want to lead Coco in anticipation of that. And I don't know how fast that Drifblim is. That's the one bothersome thing. Huh. I wonder if Now Ego can knock it out. Because Now Ego's pretty good here too. Now Ego, Porygon. I think I'm actually going to bring Gyarados and Coco here. Alright, I like this. Alright, let's see what you've got, James. Yeah, James has competed at Worlds multiple times. He got second at Regionals, I believe. It was 2016? Yeah, he's had some really solid finishes throughout the years. And definitely I enjoy my games against him all the time. So he's also got a Drifblim and he's in the 1800s. So let's see whether he brings that or not. So I brought Gyarados because if it's Scarf Chomp, which it could be, I can at least intimidate him and put on some more pressure. We do see Drifblim top with Feeny. Okay, I'll take that for sure. I just don't know my Drifblim damage calcs at all. Oh, it's Misty Seed. Ugh. Well, that's no fun. I wonder if I can still knock him out even despite the Misty Seed. I don't think I would be able to. So I'm going to Power Gem. He could Tailwind. He's probably going to Tailwind if I had to guess. I don't really have great outs to that. I could just Sludge Bomb Feeny, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's Sludge Bomb Feeny. It's a bigger offensive threat out, whereas, like, Drifblim doesn't do much, and I'll Z-Convert here. He switches out. Garchomp? Yeah, good switch. But I do have Gyarados in the back, so I can maybe use that to my advantage. And Sludge Bomb breaks a potential Sash. It actually does an okay amount of damage. Yep, there's the Tailwind. So he's actually faster with Drifblim. So the good thing is, I get the conversion off. The bad thing is, where do I go from here? Especially if he's Tectonic Rage. I think the next turn I definitely protect my Porygon Z and switch out into Gyarados. There's not too much he can do there. He could Will-O-Wisp me. The Intimidate's more important, though. And the Tectonic Rage is really what I'm fearing. And I do have Ice Fang, of course, on my Gyarados, so I will just make this play. I wish I played a little bit more aggressive. I mean, there wasn't too much I could have done other than try to double up on Drifblim, but I don't think I could have knocked it out. Porygon was slower anyway, so yeah, I'm going to protect and switch out into Gyarados. Shoutouts to James for using Drifblim, though. Tailwind's obviously a really good strategy, and Drifblim with Misty Seed makes a ton of sense. But maybe leading Coco actually still would have been the call, because I wonder if I can knock him out without Electric Terrain and with the special defense boost, because I'm Spexed. Alright, so I'm going to protect here. Oh, dear God. I did not see that coming. Well, that means he's probably not Z-moving, he's just going to Earthquake, yeah. Huh. That's cool, man. That's cool. I need to knock out this Chomp, because under Tailwind it just threatens me way too much. I could go for the double protect on Porygon. Maybe that's actually worth going for, but he could just Swagger Rock Slide. Like, I don't think he should do that. I think he should just... If I were him, I would Swagger Chomp again. I'm gonna go for the double, I think. You can't risk Rock Sliding, right? Unless he really reads me to double here. And if I get it, that would actually be really huge, because Porygon kind of sweeps through the rest of his team, so I'm gonna go for it. Wow. 12 Swagger Drifblim with Tailwind. That's very cool. I don't get it. Huh? Whoa. Yeah, he did Earthquake. So, yeah, it would have been nice if I don't think I survived this. He's at +1. I'm neutral. I'm an electric. Maybe I can, actually. I thought he'd Swagger himself again. Ah, no. Okay. So I went for the best play possible there, but I didn't get the double protect. I think if I got that, I actually would have just won. But Ice Fang still is going to connect with Chomp. That should knock him out. Yeah. Oh, I thought he hung on for a moment. Okay. So that's good, at least, I guess. But Thief on Drifblim, too. Man, what a cool team. I'm going to bring Naoyu going. Yeah. I'm hoping Feeny... Oh, it's actually Coco. Okay. So if I knock out Coco, I just win the game. I think he'll double up into Now Ego here, so I want to Dragon Dance for sure. And if he doesn't double up, then I just win the game. Actually, he has to. Yeah, so I'm just going to Sludge Bomb Dragon Dance. Oh, I did not consider that. Oh, shoot. Well, that actually works out in my favor because I'm Scarfed. The only question is, what can Drifblim do against my Now Ego? So I could have protected there, but I didn't because I thought he would just Thunderbolt. So now the concern is he still has a Pokemon in the back, so if he knocks out my Now Ego, I'm really screwed. Unless Sludge Bomb knocks out Feeny here, I don't expect it to. But I should have protected. I thought he would double up into Now Ego there. Oh dear gosh. Well, that shouldn't affect me, right? Because terrain's up. Yeah, okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So now it's a question of whether Coco and Now Ego can knock out this Drifblim, because I'm definitely going to Thunderbolt Sludge Bomb it. I don't really care about knocking out the Feeny, because if he gets a Tailwind up, I lose. Do I lose? Maybe not. Oh, but he could Swagger me now. Yeah, and Tapu Fini, the only thing I'm worried about is an accuracy drop. I'm going to double up on the Drifblim. I cannot let Tailwind go. Yeah, there's a Protect. Okay, good, good. Oh, please knock this out. I am Spexed. This isn't going to do very much. He resists it. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I can pick up this knockout. Okay. So Drifblim goes down, and I've got Scarf and Now Ego. Okay, never mind Scarf and Now Ego. Maybe I'll keep you on the team. You've been putting in pretty good work so far. So his Coco's going to come back in. If it has Volt Switch, I'm thinking maybe it's Spexed. Which would be cool. And the thing is, because Now Ego's special defense is pretty good, I'm at full HP. He basically has to target that slot. I'm just going to Thunderbolt safely into Feeny and Sludge Bomb now, I think. Into Coco. Nice. Woo! 3 wins in a row. Not bad, not bad. I'm pretty happy about this episode. Really good game to James there. No, I did not know what the heck that Drifblim was going to do. Yeah, I think if I got the double with Porygon Z, there would have been really good for me because I would have knocked out the Garchomp. That's why I do have Gyarados on this team, though. When I was building, I was like, okay, I need something that can take Earthquakes and switch in. I was really caught off guard by the Thief as well, but fortunately having Ice Fang meant that I could knock out the Garchomp, and once Chomp was down, that was the biggest threat to my Now Ego, so Now Ego could actually have a very good time in the late game. So, yeah, I didn't expect the Now Ego to be putting in so much work, but maybe I will stick with it after all, just change to a modest version. Great game to James there. Go check out his YouTube channel. Great guy, great player. Definitely one of the best content creators for VGC out there. Highly underrated guy, too. Like, he deserves way more subs than he has, so definitely go check him out. He does, I think, daily uploads as well. So, yeah, guys, that was a really fun one. The team worked out a lot better than I've been anticipating it to, honestly. We're almost, like, we're climbing up into the mid-1800s as well. And Porygon Z, like, it didn't pull up any sweeps today, but in the first and second game, it was still, like, the first game was definitely instrumental in, you know, my opponent forfeiting because I just had something set up. And in the second game, my opponent was just really caught off guard in the beginning of the game, and Porygon was able to sweep in the late game. That last one, like, Porygon still applied a lot of pressure, which was important, even though it didn't pick up knockouts. The whole point was it kind of pressured James to kind of target it. As a result, I was able to eliminate the biggest threat to the Now Ego and the Coco I had in the back, and was able to go from there. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a really fun one, and I'm learning a lot with the team as I go along. And, yeah, as always, if you guys enjoyed this, please show your support by leaving a like on the video. Once again, go check out James, link in the description below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, peace.